Anthem is our friend Lucy Johns. All right, Lucy.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose flushed rays and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What a great rendition by our friend Lucy Johns.
Fans,
Nice
welcome
job,
to
Lucy.
Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs baseball. I'm Pete Pagliaro, and tonight's game is between the
See a very special guest tonight. Our little
Glens
friend
Falls
Lynn is
Dragons and the
here.
Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs of the Perfect
Lynn,
Game
you're
Collegiate
gonna draw
Baseball
tonight's first
League.
pitch.
First, I'll have the starting lines, but first, let's go out to the pitching rubber for the first pitch for tonight's ball game. And we will wait for the kids
Which
to
one's Lennon? There
get
he
off
is.
the field before we have Landon, who's going to throw the first pitch out here
All
tonight
right, Lennon.
to start things off in this ball game. And Landon
Ooh, a lefty.
is going
We're
to set.
sign
He's a
you up in
lefty.
couple of years.
Will wind up and
Line to
deliver.
throw. Okay. Throw
And
hit
just a little
Dave
bit
or
outside for
Cameron
Landon,
out.
but
That's
good
all
throw
right.
nonetheless.
We still love you, Lennon. How about a round of applause for Lennon?
Well, tonight's game is being brought to you by MyLittleFalls.com and Creative Outpost. First, I'll have the starting lineups for the Glens Falls Dragons. In left field is number 20, Michael Pratt. The center fielder is number 2, batting second is Corey Listing. Batting third is the DH, number 30, Odilio Cespedes. Batting fourth is the first baseman, number 29, Ryan Grace. At third base is number 19, Jack Griffin. The second baseman for Glens Falls is number 17, Xander Tidor. The extra hitter is number 16, Trevor Dutra. In right field for Glens Falls is Aiden Hefner. The catcher tonight for the Dragons is number 12, Kyle McNeff. And the shortstop is number 9, Alex Sandell. For the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs is Nick Storino leading off. Batting first, playing right field, number 6, Nick Storino. Batting second is the second baseman, number 37, Corey Adams. Batting third is the catcher, number 17, Mitchell Ballant. First baseman is number 35, Sebastian Muller. At third base is Sam Miller. At shortstop for the Dogs is number 25, Justin Hackett. The DH tonight is Mason Snell. Left fielder is Mark Duraski. And in center field is Jaden Ross. Tonight's pitching matchups. Pitching for the Glens Falls Dragons is Antonio Hicks. Pitched in 4 games. He started in 4 games. Has pitched in 20.2 innings. Allowed 24 hits, 20 runs. With 12 strikeouts, he's 1-2 on the year and a 7.40 ERA for Antonio Hicks. Meanwhile, for the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs, Ethan Patch will take the mound. He has pitched in 16.1 innings. He's 1-0 with a 7.16 ERA. So we will start things off here in the ball game with Michael Pratt leading off for the Dragons. So here's Michael Pratt, the left fielder, number 20, as he's going to go up against the lefty in Ethan Patch. So lefty versus lefty to start things off here in the ball game, and Ethan Patch will wind and deliver the first pitch of tonight's ball game. That is popped up into center field for a base hit to start things off for Michael Pratt.
Fielder number 2 from Coker University, Corey Listing.
So Corey Listing now the batter. He is the center fielder for the Dragons. And Corey Listing's a right-handed batter, hitting 169 on the year, 1 home run, 6 RBI for Listing. He is tonight's center fielder. Right-handed batter to face the lefty in Ethan Patch. Patch has a runner on first already. First batter of the ball game. Reaches safely on a single to center field. Here's the pitch by Patch. And that one misses for ball one. So 1 ball and no strikes to Corey Listings. Listings hitting 169 for the Dragons. Dragons 11-19 on the year, 2-8 in their last 10 games, as that one is fouled off down the left field line. So we are in the middle of July. The playoff race is heating up here, with Mohawk Valley dropping to third place, now at 20-14, 5-5 in their last 10. Meanwhile, the Dragons in second to last place, looking to try to grab one of the last playoff spots in the Eastern Division. So here's the pitch to Listings now from Ethan Patch. Patch is going to go back to first, and the runner Michael Pratt quickly scrambles back. 1 ball and 1 strike to Listing. Here's Ethan Patch now with the windup and the pitch, as he's going to look at the runner at first base quickly. And here's the pitch. In the dirt, it gets back past Ballant, the catcher, and that's going to allow the runner Pratt to head all the way over to second after the ball gets by Mitchell Ballant. And so now a runner on to second base for the Dogs. For the Glens Falls Dragons here in the top of the first. And the batter, Corey Listing, will jump back into the batter's box now with a 2-1 count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes Patch now with the windup and the pitch. That is high for ball 3. And they count 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one count now to Listing. Patch looking in, runner on second, taking a short lead. And here's the windup and the pitch. And there is ball 4 to Corey Listings. And he will walk. And Odilio Cespedes will come to the plate for the Dragons. Odilio Cespedes now the batter for the Glens Falls Dragons with nobody out. Runners on first and second. Cespedes leading all the Glens Falls Dragons batters with a .318 batting average. No home runs on the year, 9 RBI for Cespedes. He is a left-handed batter. He's going to face the lefty in Ethan Patch. Mitchell Ballant has gone out there to talk to Patch after he allowed the first 2 batters to reach safely with a single and a walk. So here's Cespedes jumping into the batter's box on the left side to face Ethan Patch. Patch stares in to get a sign from his catcher. And runners on first and second taking short leads. Patch looks at the runner at second before he delivers. Cespedes shows bunt, pulls back, and the count is 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 count to Cespedes now. Cespedes is the DH for the Dragons. He shows bunt again and puts one down on the third base line, foul. And the count now even at 1-1 after the bunt was fouled off down the third base line, just getting off the line. A 1 ball and 1 strike. Cespedes jumps back in the box now to face Ethan Patch. Runner on second is taking a few steps off the bag, as is the runner at first, not being held on by the Dogs infielders. Here's Patch now looking at that runner at second. Nobody holding him on. Here's the pitch. And that is popped foul and is out of play as Sam Miller, the third baseman for the DiamondDawgs, headed on over, but out of play. And a race for the foul ball down the left field line there. And looks like a woman's going to win that race as she beat out the guy who was running for it. Souvenir for her. Maybe one later for the gentleman who attempted to go after it. And that one misses for ball 2, and they count now 2-2 to Cespedes. Ryan Grace on deck for the Dragons, with nobody out and a runner on first and second here in the top of the first. Here comes Patch now. With the 2-2 pitch, it is popped up again down the third base line. And looks like the gentleman's going to get an opportunity to get that ball, and he will get his foul ball. So 2 happy customers as both went for the foul balls. The first one went to the lady down the line, and the second one goes to the guy who came in second on the first attempt. So everybody's happy here at Little Falls. 2-2 the count to Cespedes. Here comes Ethan Patch with the 2-2 pitch. And that is hit on the ground to the second baseman, Corey Adams. Scoops it up, throws over to the shortstop. Back to first, safe at first as they try to pick up the double play. They get a force out at second. And Odilio Cespedes reaches on a fielder's choice. Over 1 out recorded after the force at second. So Ryan Grace now the batter for the Glens Falls Dragons. Another left-handed batter for the Dragons. This time they'll have runners on first and third with 1 out. As Grace will step into the batter's box to face Ethan Patch. Grace hitting .291 with 19 RBI. Still looking for his first home run of the year. Grace playing first base here tonight for Glens Falls, and there's a big swing and a miss by Grace as that ball was high and outside. He chased it for strike 1. 0-1 count to Grace now. Again, he's got runners on the corners. 1 runner in scoring position at third base. No score, top of the first, 1 out. And here's Ethan Patch, who's on the mound, ready to deliver on the 0-1 pitch. And another one to the second baseman. This time he's going to go to second again, back to first. And safe at first again, a run does score. So another force at second base after Corey Adams picked up and went to second. They get the fielders. They get the force at second base. Ryan Grace reaches on a fielder's choice, and a run scores, and the score now 1-0 Glens Falls. So Jack Griffin, now the batter, the third baseman for the Glens Falls Dragons. He bats from the right side now. He will face the lefty and Ethan Patch with a runner on first and 2 outs. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Nice summer day here in Little Falls at Veterans Memorial Park for some perfect game collegiate baseball league action. It is the Glens Falls Dragons versus the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. And that one is popped foul down the first base line, out of play. And the count now 1-1 to Jack Griffin. So the Glens Falls Dragons 2-8 in their last 10 games, 11-19 on the season, sitting in second to last place in the Eastern Division. Mohawk Valley, meanwhile, sitting in third after they were in the second place most of the season. And a 11 game winning streak by the Utica Blue Sox has put them in second place now. So the battle for second place will continue as several games coming up with the Utica Blue Sox between the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. Also a homestand for Mohawk Valley, which will include Boonville and Watertown. So 2 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs. Here to Jack Griffin. Runner on first base is taking a short lead for the Dragons. Here comes Patch now with the windup and the pitch. And there is called strike 3. And that'll do it for the inning, but not before 1 run scores for the Dragons. They take a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the first.
All right, fans, we got some special kids out there.
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created
More ways to save.
Just Use Your Advantage Card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock-up savings, fair to compare, and Advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggests checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you.
For your DiamondDawgs, the right fielder, number 6 from Fairfield University, Nick Storino.
Welcome back, fans. Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs coming to the plate. Here in the bottom of the first, Nick Storino, Corey Adams, and Mitchell Ballin all due up in this inning. And here comes the first pitch from Antonio Hicks, and there's a swing and a miss by Nick Storino. And the count is 0-1 to start things off here against the right fielder Storino. Here's Hicks with pitch number 2 outside for ball 1. So the count now 1-1 to Storino. Storino is the right fielder for Mohawk Valley, hitting .314 with 14 RBI. Here's the windup and the pitch by Hicks down low for ball 2. And the count now 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Nick Storino, the right fielder. A left-handed batter is Storino facing the righty in Antonio Hicks. Hicks standing tall, looks in. Now winds and delivers. And that is inside for ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Storino as Corey Adams awaits on deck for Mohawk Valley. Here's Hicks now with the windup and 3-1 pitch outside for ball 4. And Storino will take his base.
Second baseman number 37 from the College of William and Mary, Corey Adams.
So Corey Adams now the batter for Mohawk Valley. He is the second baseman for the Dogs. Adams will come to the plate as a .253 hitter for Mohawk Valley. A right-handed batter to face the righty in Antonio Hicks. Adams is ready. Hicks looks over his shoulder at the runner at first. That is Nick Storino. And he will wind and deliver. Runner takes off. Here's the throw. And that is out to center field as the shortstop tried to grab it, went underneath his glove, and it headed out to center field. So runner at second base now. So Nick Storino with the stolen base, sitting at second base now. So Corey Adams. 1-0 count to Adams now. Here's the pitch, and it's high and inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to Corey Adams. Hicks is the pitcher on the mound for the Glens Falls Dragons. Runner on second is Nick Storino. Nobody out here, bottom of the first, 1-0. Glens Falls, and there goes the bat. And that was close, folks, as the Glens Falls Dragons were outside the dugout and had their back to the bat, and it almost took the head off. Our cameraman down there looks like he's safe too, got a little close call. A little smile by Coach Luby and Corey Adams. But luckily everybody is okay. A little bit of a scary moment as the Glens Falls Dragons had their back to the whole thing, and it just came flying at them. That's why, fans, you got to stay in the dugout, right? That's what they tell you in Little League. 2 balls and 1 strike. Some things always don't change, right? Telling the boys to stay in the dugout. And that one missing down low, they say did not go. And the count now is 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Corey Adams, with a runner on second base, nobody out. Here's come Hicks now with the 3-1 pitch, and there's a strike inside corner to Adams. And a full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 count now to Adams. Hicks will wind and deliver with that runner on second base dancing around. Ball's hit to the second baseman. That is Xander Trainer. He'll pick it up and throw to first for out number 1. So Corey Adams grounds out to second base.
The catcher number 17 from Carson Newman University,
And Mitchell Ballant now the batter. So the runner has advanced the third from second. So runner in scoring position now for Mitchell Ballant with 1 out. Ballant is a right-handed batter. He leads all Diamond Dog batters with a .331 batting average and 37 RBI and 2 home runs. Here's the pitch to Ballant. And that ball hit sharply between the gap between second and third. And a base hit RBI for Mitchell Ballant ties the ball game at 1.
Now coming to the plate, the first baseman, number 35 from Quinnipiac University, Sebastian Muller.
So Sebastian Muller now the batter for Mohawk Valley as they have tied this ball game up in the bottom half of the first. So both teams trading some runs here in the first. And let's see if the Dogs can add some more with Sebastian Muller at the plate and Mitchell Ballant on first with just 1 out. That one curves in for a strike, and the count to Sebastian Muller is 0-1. Sam Miller on deck for Mohawk Valley. After Muller, here's the pitch. And that one down low for a ball, and the count now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Sebastian Muller. Muller hitting .289 for Mohawk Valley. Antonio Hicks looking over his shoulder at the runner at first base and now delivers the pitch. And that is fouled off by Sebastian Muller, bringing the count to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Muller, the first baseman for the Dogs. He wears number 35. He's a right-handed batter. So 1-2 to count. Antonio Hicks, the pitcher, looks in, grabs his sign, now looks over at the runner on first. That is Mitchell Ballant, and here's the pitch, and that one's hit past the third baseman, and that is fair as Ballant's going to head to third, and they're going to send him. And so here comes Ballant. He will score, and they're going to call that a – oh, he's going to send him back to third as a ground rule double. And so second and third after the double by Sebastian Muller.
Now batting third baseman, number 15 from Columbia University, Sam Miller.
So Sam Miller now the batter after the ground rule double from Sebastian Muller puts runners on second and third. Again, just 1 out for the Dogs. Tied with the game tied 1-1. Looking for a lead here with Miller at the plate. And Miller pops that one up into foul territory in the count 0-1. Justin Hackett on deck. Should Miller reach safely with 1 out and runners on second and third. Antonio Hicks is the pitcher for the Dragons. Here's the windup and pitch by Hicks. And that one down low for a ball, and the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Miller. To Miller. And Hicks shaking off a few before he decides on delivering the next one. Here comes the pitch. And that ball's hit to the third baseman who's going to scoop it. That is Jack Griffin as he looks at the runner at third, make sure he doesn't take off, and throws over to first for the out. So Sam Miller grounds out to the third baseman. Justin Hackett now will come to the plate with 2 outs and runners in scoring position at second and third. So Hackett looking to do something here with the runners in scoring position and 2 outs, trying to give the Dogs a lead as this ball game tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the first. Antonio Hicks, the pitcher for Glens Falls. Hicks looks at the runner at second, and he will kick and deliver now. Down low, stopped by the catcher, Kyle McNeff, for ball 1. So 1-0 count to Justin Hackett. Hackett is a shortstop from Mohawk Valley, batting from the right side of the plate. He waits the 1-0 pitch. Here comes. Down low for ball 2. And the count now is 2-0 to Justin Hackett. Mason Snell on deck for Mohawk Valley. 2 balls, no strikes to to Hackett. Here's the windup and the pitch. And there's a strike in the count now, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Hackett. Hackett hitting .278 with a home run and 20 RBI on the year. 2-1 count. And Antonio Hicks now will wind and deliver. And does so down the middle of the plate. And that will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here for the Dawgs, with runners on second and third. Dawgs don't want to leave runners stranded here, with an opportunity to go ahead here in the bottom of the first. So Hicks is ready. He winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. And there's a strike 3 to Justin Hackett to end the inning. 1 run comes across, and the Dawgs have tied this ball game in the bottom of the first. So we'll be back after a quick commercial break.
Little Falls, New York combines the charms of a small town with the conveniences of a much larger city. Of course, you'd expect to find welcoming people, beautiful scenery, family-friendly activities, and plenty to do outdoors. But you might be surprised to find that Little Falls, New York also has an espresso bar, gem shop, art center, French restaurant, antique centers, local hospital, and extensive civic services and amenities. Not to mention homes both beautiful and affordable, nestled in a dramatic natural setting amongst steep hills that descend to the Mohawk River and Erie Canal. Little Falls, New York. It's a great place to spend a few days or a lifetime.
Visit My Little Falls and stay connected with the latest news, information, and events in the city and the area. Our mission is to generate interest in the community and connect residents in a more meaningful way by facilitating deeper conversations about how these stories will shape the future of the Mohawk Valley. Join thousands of weekly visitors who stay up to date with feature stories, interviews, videos, our event calendar, and print publication, the Mohawk Valley Express. It's about timely local news for the community, keeping citizens informed about important issues, telling about the people who live and work here, and giving locally owned businesses the opportunity to reach a very targeted audience of locals and tourists alike. It's a whole new form of media-rich content developed specifically for today's mobile lifestyle and listeners. You can download our iOS app in the iTunes Store, listen to our country music streaming radio station, or sign up for a weekly newsletter. Stop by today at mylittlefalls.com. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back, fans. And Xander Teeter will lead things off here for the Glens Falls Dragons in the top of the second with the ball game tied at 1. Here comes the pitch to Teeter. And there is strike 1. No balls and 1 strike to the second baseman, Xander Teeter from Ethan Patch. Patch looks in now, lefty versus lefty here, as Teeter awaits the pitch from Ethan Patch. Here it comes. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. And the count now 0-2 to Teeter. No balls and 2 strikes. It'll be Teeter, Trevor Dutra, and Aiden Hefner due up in this inning for Glens Falls. Here's the windup and pitch by Patch outside. And that is ball 1 to Teeter.
Also our triple play inning sponsored by Buell Fuels.
1-2 count now to Xander Teeter. Teeter digs in, awaiting the pitch now from Ethan Patch. Patch will wind now and deliver. And there's called strike 3 as Xander Teeter watches that one go by. And there is strike number 3.
College, Trevor Dutra.
So Trevor Dutra now the batter for the Dragons. He is the extra hitter.
Make my day.
And Dutra hitting .256 with a home run and 5 RBI for Glens Falls. Here is Patch now with the pitch to Dutra. And that one outside corner misses for ball 1. 1-0 count to Dutra. And Patch shakes off a few from catcher Ballant, and now will wind and deliver on this one. And that one catches the outside corner, and the count now even at 1-1. So moving that ball just in a little bit, got the strike call for Ethan Patch. 1-1 count. Wind up and the pitch. And that one missing outside for ball 2. And the count is now 2-1 to Trevor Dutra. So Dutra is the extra hitter. He's a left-handed batter. One out here in the top of the second inning from Vets Memorial Park in Little Falls, New York. And that one in the dirt for ball 3, and the count now 3-1 to Dutra. Ethan Patch now with a 3-1 count, looking to throw a strike here and bring it to a full count. Here's the 3-1. And that one misses just outside for ball 4, and Dutra will walk. So Aiden Hefner now will come to the plate, number 1 for the Dragons. Hefner is the right fielder from the right side of the plate. He will bat, and he will step into the box with a runner on first base and 1 out. So Ethan Patch looking in, looks at the runner at first base, and now will wind and deliver. And he misses for ball 1 to Hefner, and the count is 1-0. Wind is picking up a little bit of a breeze from right, blowing from right to left. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and they're going to throw to first. And safe at first on a very close play. Looked like he might have got him from here, but he snuck back in, and safe at first base is Trevor Dutra, and the count now is 1-1 to Aiden Hefner. So a quick throw there by the catcher for Mohawk Valley, Mitchell Ballant. And a 1-1 count now to Dutra. Here's the pitch, and that one missing inside for ball 2. 2-1 now, the count to Hefner, as Dutra is at first, and Kyle McNeff on deck. That one's popped up. And the second baseman, Corey Adams, calls for it and makes the grab for out number 2.
Number 12 from the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth, Kyle McNeff.
So the catcher, Kyle McNeff, now will come to the plate for Glens Falls. McNeff hitting 147, struggling on the year, 3 RBI, and he comes to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. Right-handed batter is McNeff, and he's ready to face Ethan Patch. Patch is set now, looks at the runner at first base quickly, and not so quickly as he takes a stare, and now he's going to throw over, and he will run back Will Dutra. So Kyle McNeff will step back in the box, awaiting the first pitch from Ethan Patch. First pitch to him, as Patch will now set. Again, look at that runner at first base and deliver on the pitch. Does so high. Ballant jumps up, makes the grab. And they count 1-0 to McNeff. 1 ball and no strikes to the catcher, Kyle McNeff. Runner on first base, taking a short lead. Being held on by the Dawgs first baseman, Sebastian Muller. There's a swing and a miss by McNeff, and the count out even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to McNeff. And Trevor Dutra at first, taking a short lead. Here's the pitch. And a foul ball off the foot of McNeff, and the count now 1-2. So ball and 2 strikes as McNeff will step out of the box momentarily, shake off his foot a little bit. Ethan Patch already on the rubber waiting, and he's set to go. McNeff jumps in the box, and he's ready to go. And we will commence with a 1-2 count. So here's the 1-2 pitch from Ethan Patch. And before that, he's going to head over to first. Make sure that runner, Trevor Dutra, stays nearby. 1-2. As McNeff is ready, and here comes Patch. And that one down the middle, missing maybe a little high. And the count is 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Kyle McNeff. 2 outs and a 1-1 game here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. And that'll do it as Kyle McNeff strikes out. No run score. And the score remains 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the second.
As your family starts to grow, so will your priorities. And sometimes finances can be difficult. You need local experts with resources that offer personalized products and services that guide you through life's changes. Whether you're starting out or need money-saving solutions, GPO is here for your family's needs.
Everyone deserves to be cared for and to live well.
At Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, that's why we're here.
From new plans that make great coverage more accessible and affordable,
To starting conversations about mental health.
and long-standing inequities,
We're moving beyond what you'd expect from us.
and broadening the very definition of health coverage. Because when we do that, everybody benefits.
Empower Federal Credit Union is here to serve our community of friends and family, neighbors, and businesses who make upstate New York home. Empower's mission is to provide the best financial solutions for today and help our members plan for tomorrow. Convenient mobile banking and competitive rate home and auto loans, credit cards that give back, and business solutions. Empower helps members do more, save smarter, and dream bigger. We're investing in the people and places you care about. That's the power of Empower Federal Credit Union.
Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you.
And we are back, fans. Mason Snell will lead things off here in the bottom of the second for Mohawk Valley. And the first pitch to Snell is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-1 is the score here in the top of the second. And here comes the pitch to Snell. That one misses for ball 2. And they count now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes from Antonio Hicks to Mason Snell. 2-0 count to Snell now. And here comes Hicks with the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And 2-1 the count to Snell. Snell hitting .273 on the season. Still looking for home run number 1. He's got 2 RBI. Snell. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Hicks. That one's falling off, and the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Snell. Snell is the right-handed batter for Mohawk Valley. It'll be Snell, Duraski, and Ross. All due up here in this inning in the bottom of the second. And that one's fouled off, and Coach Luby does the little fake hand grab. That one goes past him at third base, and the count now remains at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Snell, the DH. Antonio Hicks now will wind and deliver on the 2-2. And there's called strike 3 as Mason Snell watches that one sail by. And he will strike out for out number 1. So Mark Dorotchke, now the batter for Mohawk Valley, and a right-handed bat is Dorotchke. Dorotchke, the left fielder, number 28 for the Dogs. And here's the pitch. He pops that one up high. And center fielder calling everybody off, and he will make the grab for out number 2.
12 from the University of South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So Jaden Ross, the 9-hitter in the lineup for Mohawk Valley, will step into the batter's box now with 2 outs to face Antonio Hicks here in the bottom of the second. 1-1, the score remains. Both teams scoring in the first. And here comes the pitch by Hicks. That one misses for ball 1 to Jaden Ross, and the count is 1-0. Ross hitting .323 for Mohawk Valley, 21 RBI. That's second on the team. That one is popped up into right field. And right fielder calls off the second baseman who makes the grab. And that does it for the bottom of the second. So 2 innings complete. Score remains 1-1.
If you are looking for some shopping and dining, head on over to Canal Place, where you will find quaint shops, galleries, restaurants, and inns situated in the old mill buildings and storefronts along the waterfront of Canal Place. They've become known as the happening place for the arts in the Mohawk Valley. Not so long ago, many of these buildings were working mills serving the garment industry. Even today, after conversion to service retail space, many of these rugged but lovely structures speak to our great regional manufacturing heritage. If you're looking for fine arts, entertainment, or antiques, you simply must pay a visit to Canal Place. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
Number 9 from Holy Cross, Alex Sandell.
And welcome back for the start of the top of the third. And leading off for the Dragons is Alex Sandell, the shortstop. He is the hitter at the bottom of the lineup for Glens Falls. And then we go back to the top with Michael Pratt and Corey Listing. Here comes the pitch. And there is a strike to Sandell, bringing the count to 1-0. So Sandell, 147 hitter for Glens Falls. Here's the pitch. That's popped foul. First baseman starts to head for it and then realizes it's going to be out of play, so backs off. And the count jumps to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the third. Ball game tied at 1. Here's Patch with the windup and the pitch. And there's a big swing and a miss for strike 3 for Sandell.
Coming to play the left fielder, number 20 from the University of Maine, Michael Pratt.
So back to the top we go with Michael Pratt coming to the plate. Pratt singled in his first at bat here tonight. Pratt, a left-handed batter, ready to face Patch for the second time. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one misses for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Pratt. Pratt is a left-handed batter for Glens Falls. Here's the windup and pitch from the lefty, Patch, and the count now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. With 1 out here in the top of the third. And that one misses for ball 3, and the count now 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Michael Pratt, the batter for Glens Falls, will be followed by Corey Listing. And that one catches the outside corner, bringing the count to 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's Patch with the windup and the pitch. Outside for ball 4. And Michael Pratt will walk.
2 from Coker University, Corey Listing.
So Corey Listing now will come to the plate. Listing walked in his first at bat. And now he's got a runner on first with just 1 out here in the top of the third. Listing is a right-handed batter for the Dragons. The Dragons wearing their black uniforms tonight, black tops with a darker shade of gray pants and red trim on those uniforms. Here's the pitch to Listing, and there is strike 1. 0-1 count to Listing. Now runner on first, taking a short lead with 1 out. Here's Patch with the 0-1 outside. And the count is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Fans, if you're looking for baseball fun this weekend, there's another game here tomorrow. So come out to the ball game tomorrow. And then again on Saturday. And also Hall of Fame weekend going on in Cooperstown, a short distance away, so you can catch some baseball here. And when you're done, or in the early morning, head on over to Cooperstown and enjoy the festivities there as well. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled off, and the count now 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Corey Listing. Odelio Cespedes is on deck for the Dragons. Runner on first base with 1 out. Here's Ethan Patch looking in. He's going to set, look at that runner at first base, and now deliver. And there's a swing and a miss, and they throw over to first, and safe at first. And so Corey Listing strikes out.
Coming to the plate, the designated hitter number 30 from Bryan and Stratton College, Odelio Cespedes.
And Odelio Cespedes now will come to the plate. Cespedes, a left-handed batter, reached on the fielder's choice in his first time around here tonight. And now he steps into the box with a runner on first and 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Big arching curveball misses for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Cespedes. Patch looking over at first base, and now he's going to deliver on the 1-0. And there's a called strike on the bottom corner of the plate, and the count even at 1-1. 1-1, Cespedes did not agree with that location of that strike call. And that's hit to the first baseman. He's going to scoop it and steps on the bag. And that'll do it for the top of the 3rd as Cespedes grounds out to first base to end the inning. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-1 is the score.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better. Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, "We do whatever it takes," Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest-working pool business in the Mohawk Valley.
And welcome back, fans. Nick Storino to lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd. And Storino fouls that one off, knocking the shin pad off his leg at the same time. And they count 0-1 to Storino. So 0-1 count to Storino, who walked in his first attempt here tonight. So he's getting a second shot here at Antonio Hicks in the bottom of the third, I'm sorry. 0-1 count to Storino. Here comes Hicks now with the windup and the pitch. And Storino shows bunt, jumps over that ball. And the count now even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Storino. It'll be Nick Storino, Corey Adams, and then Mitchell Ballant. All due up in this inning for Mohawk Valley with the score tied at 1. Bottom of the third, here's Hicks with the pitch. And there's a shot into right field. That is hit between the first and second baseman by Storino. And a single starts things off here in the bottom of the third by Nick Storino.
Baseman number 37 from the College of William and Mary, Corey Adams.
So Corey Adams now will come to the plate. Last time he came up, he grounded out. But before that, he sent his bat flying into the dugout area of the in the dugout area of the Glens Falls Dragons. So here is Adams again. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom third. And he hits that ball right to the third baseman who's going to scoop it up, throw it to second, to first. And they got him at first, so a double play. So quickly 2 outs after Corey Adams grounds out. That was a 5-6-3 double play. So here's Mitchell Ballant, the catcher now. With 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to Ballant, down low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, 2 outs. Score is tied 1-1. We are in the bottom of the third from Veterans Memorial Park in Little Falls, New York for perfect game collegiate baseball league action between the Glens Falls Dragons and the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. That second pitch to Ballant misses for ball 2, and the count now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Antonio Hicks, the pitcher, he will wind and deliver. And that's fouled off, and the count now jumps to 2-1. So Mitchell Ballant steps out of the box, takes a few practice hacks with his right hand, trying to align his bat position in the right spot. And now he'll jump into the box. And he's ready to face Hicks with a 2-1 count. Hicks looks in, kicks now, and delivers. And that ball hit to center field. Going to drop right in front of the center fielder for a base hit by Mitchell Ballant. So the second single on the evening for Mitchell. So he's 2 for 2 on the evening with an RBI already.
First baseman number 35 from Quinnipiac University, Sebastian Muller.
So Sebastian Muller now will come to the plate. Muller hit a double in his first at bat here tonight. Here comes the pitch to Muller now. Down low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's grounded out to the second baseman, who throws it over to by the shortstop, but throws it to second for the force out. And that does it for the inning. No run score. We head to the top of the fourth. 1-1 the score.
Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, we do whatever it takes, Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest working pool business in the Mohawk Valley.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggests checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the Diamond Dog sent you.
Now batting, first baseman number 29 from Colby College, Ryan Grace.
And we're back. Ryan Grace will lead things off here for Glens Falls in the top of the fourth. And the first pitch to Grace is a ball, and the count is 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch now from Ethan Patch. Swing and a miss for strike one, and the count now 1-1. So Ryan Grace reached on the fielder's choice in his first at bat. It'll be Ryan Grace, Jack Griffin, and Xander Titor batting in this top of the fourth here for the Dragons. Score is knotted at 1. Here's the windup and pitch by Ethan Patch outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike. I want to give a shout out to some fans who are out there listening. Antonio Calderon is watching. Emily Fuller. Hello to Joanna Miller. She's one of our top fans out there. She says, "Let's go Dogs." Also Don Kane saying, "Dogs, let's go Dogs." Wanda Horner's now watching, and that one is popped into left field. And the catch is made in left field by Mohawk Valley's Mark Doraski. So Ryan Grace pops out to left field. Jack Griffin, now the batter for the Dragons. Griffin struck out looking in his first at bat against Ethan Patch, and he will step into the box here with 1 out. And first pitch to Griffin misses for ball 1, and the count is 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Griffin. There's Patch with the windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that's left high by Griffin, and the count now 2-0. 2 balls and no strike. And Birdman is watching. Birdman, that's cool. Oh, Birdman. Not sure who Birdman actually is, but that's a cool name. I like it. So 3 balls and no strikes now. Birdman, I can't remember his name. I just remember his name was Birdman. He was in the NBA, played for, I think it was the Cleveland Cavaliers. And there's ball 4 to Griffin.
Played second baseman number 17 from
and Griffin will walk.
Xander Teeter.
So Xander Teeter now the batter. Teeter struck out looking in his first attempt here tonight. He will step into the box from the left side against Ethan Patch, the lefty, with a runner on first base and 1 out. 1-1 is the score. And here's the pitch. There's a called strike to Tidor, and the count 1-0. So I want to welcome all our fans, including the fans from Glens Falls who may be tuning in tonight. Welcome to the broadcast, and hope you're enjoying it. If that's the team you're watching, well, they're tied right now with Mohawk Valley 1-1 in the top of the fourth. And there's a pitch that is called a strike, and the count is 1-1 to Tidor. After Tidor, it'll be Trevor Dutra. 1-1 count with the 1 out runner on first. They're going to go back to first, and the runner just gets back quickly. And Laura Ballant is now watching, and I'm going to go off on a tangent there and say, you know what? I'm pretty sure that is Mitchell Ballant's relative. I'm going to say mom, not sure. Hello, and thank you for listening. That one's popped up into center field, I'm sorry. And the catch is made by Jaden Ross for out number 2. So Xander Tidor pops out to center field, and Trevor Dutra now will come to the plate for Glens Falls. So with 2 outs, here is Trevor Dutra with a runner on first base. And here's the windup and pitch is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Dutra. Runner on first, taking a short lead. That is Jack Griffin. Dutra, a left-handed batter against the lefty Ethan Patch. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one is popped up into right field. Nick Storino heading over and gets called off by Jaden Ross in center. Makes the grab to end the inning, so a pop out to right center field ends the inning. Score remains 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
And welcome back, fans. And Sam Miller is the batter for Mohawk Valley to start the bottom of the 4th. And first pitch to Miller is a ball. The count 1-0. Miller grounded out in his first attempt here tonight against Antonio Hicks. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike in the count now, 1-1. So we have a few fans that are commenting here. Let you know what they're saying in a moment. Ball is hit right back to the pitcher. He knocks it down, gets away from him. This might be trouble, and safe. And Sam Miller runs it out as he hit that ball to the pitcher. So a single
Number 25 from Bryant University
for
Justin
Sam Miller.
Hackett.
So Justin Hackett, who struck out in his last at bat, will come to the plate. So Glenna Chandler Capisi is watching. Also Laura and Jim Ballant are watching from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, and their son is Mitchell Ballant. Also Danielle Purse, a Shelley, is watching. She's watching from Center Reach, Long Island. Love Long Island. I was there a week ago for work. Great place. Went to the beach with the kids. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for listening from Long Island. So here is Justin Hackett at the plate with a runner on first and nobody out. There's the windup and the pitch, and that is popped foul by Hackett. And the count 0-1. So last week when I was out on Long Island, we ended up touring the whole island. We started in Suffolk, ended in Nassau, back to Suffolk County. Hit a bunch of the beaches out there, not realizing that we were going all across the island where we were checking out the beaches. But it was fun. Weather was great. Waves were awesome. Kids had a good time. And I got some work done in the meantime for work. So it was a good time overall. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Hackett. Hackett struck out in his first at bat, and here comes the windup now on the pitch by Hicks. Runner takes off. Here's the throw. And not in time. He is safe. So the throw from Kyle McNeff not in time. So Sam Miller reaches safely. And Justin Hackett now with a 2-1 count at the plate. Mason Snell is due up next. 2-1 count. Nobody out, runner on second. Ball game tied 1-1. And that one misses for ball 3. And the count now is 3-1 to Hackett. So Amy DeJong Smith has now joined us. So thank you, Amy, for tuning in. Appreciate it. 3-1 count to Hackett. Here's the windup and the pitch as the runner is dancing around at second base, and that's high and inside for ball 4. And Hackett will take his base, and Mason Snell will come to the plate. So for Mason Snell, he struck out looking in his first at bat against Antonio Hicks.
Designated hitter number 5 from Herkimer College, Mason Snell.
So runners now on first and second for Mohawk Valley with nobody out. No activity in the bullpen yet for Glens Falls. However, somebody is starting to head down. But with nobody out, Dogs have runners on first and second, and Mason Snell is at the plate. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and there's ball 1 to Snell. A 1-0 count. Runners on first and second, taking short leads. Antonio Hicks takes a glance at the runner at second a few times. Shows bunt again, does Snell. Pulls back as that was a ball. So ball 2 now to the DH Mason Snell. So Liv has joined the broadcast. He is watching from East Tennessee. Tennessee is a place I always want to head out to. I've never been there. But it is on the list of places to visit. Nashville, Tennessee, specifically, but not really a country fan, but my daughter has gotten me into some country music lately, so we do live in the country out here, so she started playing some country music. Went to my first country concert probably a couple months ago, so that was fun. I actually enjoyed some of the music, recognized some of the songs. And a 2-0 count here to Snell. And Snell bunts one down the third base line perfectly, and he will advance the runners to second and third, so Snell does exactly what he was supposed to do, moving the runners over in scoring position.
Batting left fielder number 28 from St. Bonaventure University, Mark Darachi.
So Mark Darachi, who's popped out in his first at bat, now will come to the plate with 1 out and runners in scoring position on the second and third. So a good opportunity here for the Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs and Darachi, as he is hitting .239 on the season for Mohawk Valley. Here's the pitch, and he hits that ball to the third baseman, goes underneath his legs, and that's going to allow a run to score. So that's an error on the third baseman, and an RBI for Darachi, and the Dogs have taken a 2-1 advantage now with runners on the corners.
Now batting center fielder number 12 from the University of South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So Jaden Ross, who has popped out first time around, now will step into the batter's box with runners on the corners. A 2-1 advantage and just 1 out. So that play, a routine play at third base, went right underneath the glove of the third baseman, as did not get his glove down quick enough, and that ball scooted underneath that little hole. So Jim Patch has joined us. Ethan Patch, I'm going to guess maybe his son is on the mound tonight, so he is pitching, is Ethan. He's got a 2-1 lead. The Dogs are up right now. Jaden Ross is the batter, and the runner will advance to second base. No throw by the catcher, McNeff, because the runner was on third. Should he have thrown that, runner would have came home. So runners now in scoring position for Jaden Ross with a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Antonio Hicks now winds and delivers. And that one's in the dirt, swing and a miss for strike 2 by Ross in the count 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Jaden Ross has stepped out of the box momentarily, and now he will jump back in to face Antonio Hicks. Hicks shakes one off, shakes a few off, and now he's all right with the call by Kyle McNeff as catcher. He's going to wind and deliver. And that ball is hit over the head of the second baseman into center field. And that's going to score 1 run. And the Dogs go up 3-1 now after Jaden Ross with the RBI single scores another run. So we go back to the top with Nick Storino now. And we're going to take a quick break as the coach is going to come out for Glens Falls.
Fairfield University.
We'll take a quick commercial break and be back after this.
Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today.
And we are back. No pitching change, just a conference on the mound. So Nick Storino now will jump into the batter's box. Storino has walked and singled tonight against Antonio Hicks. He's got runners on first and third to the Dogs with 1 out. And there's another bunt down the third base line. So Jim Patch watching from Myrtle Beach. Not a bad place to watch a ball game. I was down there at one point for my daughter's, her dance recital, and we caught I believe it was a Pelicans game, Myrtle Beach Pelicans, if I recall. That was a good time. Nice field out there as well. I try to catch games wherever I go when I go on vacation. I was also to catch a Long Island Ducks game when I was on Long Island a couple years ago. And let's see what happened at second base there is tripped over the second baseman. He is out, and they're going to call a timeout. So out at second base, and Coach Luby's going to come out and talk to him and say, what's going on there with all that activity at second base. So we'll see if anything changes, but for now, he is called out. So a pleasant discussion between Coach Luby and the umpire, and they discuss things, and nothing's going to change. As is usually typical when an umpire makes a call, very rarely will they reverse that call. So 1-2 the count to Nick Storino. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Corey Adams is on deck with 2 outs. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. And there's a called strike, and that cannot have been. Yep. So that was not that was a strike, but it was ball 2. Never mind. It's 2-2. 2-2. Forget all the other stuff. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. And that one takes a bounce, and that's going to allow the run to score as the Dogs have now gone up 4-1 after that ball took a big bounce on the catcher, Kyle McNeff. And so Teresa Ren Battisti is watching. Also, Chris DiNapoli is watching. Not sure what the count is because it's all screwed up. We've gotten multiple counts by the umpires. We're not sure what the count is. That one's fouled off. We know there's 2 strikes. But we think it should be 3-2. And we're pretty sure it's 3-2. But the guy in black and blue makes the calls on there. So we follow his lead. 2-2 the count, we think. Here's the pitch. And that one goes past the umpire. So now it's 3-2. Or maybe we can just stay at 2-2 forever. Let's see.
That's our whole game, right?
3-2. Yep, he makes the official call now. Now it's officially 3-2. Here's the pitch. Ball is hit to the second baseman. He's going to scoop it, throw over to first. This should do it for the inning, but not before the Dogs put up 3 runs and they take a 4-1 lead as we head to the top of the 5th. Dogs lead 4-1.
Will your tires make it through this summer driving season safely? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie, will make sure that you and your family are safe. When was the last time you had that oil changed? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Scott and his staff wish all graduates only the best. Make wise choices. Shape your future. Call 518-673-5399.
Leather Stocking Credit Union, established in 1977, is a not-for-profit financial cooperative located in Cooperstown, New York, the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. LCU is a not-for-profit, locally run financial institution formed to serve groups of people who have a common bond, such as where they work or live. Vans NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, NBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you.
And we are back. Aiden Hefner now the batter for Glens Falls here in the top of the 5th inning. There's the windup and the pitch. There is ball 1 to Hefner. So Hefner popped out in his first at bat here tonight. And that one is hit to center field. And that's good for a base hit by Hefner to start things off here in the top of the 5th. So Aiden Hefner with a single to start things off. And Kyle McNeff, the catcher, now will come to the plate. So a few others joining the broadcast tonight. Betty Ballant, so another relative of our catcher, is listening. So glad to see that. Also, Chris Pinsons is listening. Diana Loveland Duncan is listening. And the biggest fan of all, Travis Heiser, is listening. So Travis is here somewhere, so he's watching the game and watching. Can't get enough of the Dogs. He's got to watch it in person and on his phone. That one is a single hit by McNeff. The runner's going to advance to third from second. And now runners on first and third as Kyle McNeff singles.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9 from the Colors of
Alex
Holy Cross.
Sandell now coming to the plate. So here's Sandell, who has struck out in his first at-bat for the Dragons. Runners on the corners here with nobody out. Oops, sorry about that. Sandell hitting 147 on the season here for Glens Falls. He is the shortstop, bottom of the order for the Dragons. Runners on first and third. Here's the windup in the pitch. That ball is hit sharply to left field. That's going to drop in front of the left fielder for a base hit. That's going to score a run. And this lead now cut down to 4-2 by Glens Falls after the single by Alex Sandell. So Alex Sandell with the single. We go back to the top of the lineup with Michael Pratt. And Pratt has singled and walked tonight. And we're going to have a conference on the mound as Coach Luby and the entire infield will head on out to talk to Ethan Patch. We'll see if this is just a conversation or a pitching change. We'll be back after a quick commercial break.
Hey fans, tell the world you are here at Veterans Memorial Park watching your Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs. Share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite team. For more information, visit mvdiamonddogs.com or like us on Facebook or follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
And we are back. No change. Just a little conversation there on the mound between Coach and the entire infield and Ethan Patch. So runners now on first and third. First and second with nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Shows bunt. And he's going to put one down right in front of the pitcher. He's going to pick it up. He's going to fire it over to first. And the Batter Michael Pratt moves everybody over in scoring position. So exact bunt by Michael Pratt, and Corey Listing will come to the plate with 1 out now. And runners in scoring position here for Glens Falls at second and third. So for Corey Listing, he has walked and struck out here tonight. Another one of my favorite fans out there, Christina Fiorino, the coach's wife, tuning in. Just checking in to make sure the hubby is working here. I can guarantee he's down in the dugout. I did spot him down here, so he is here. Actually, I didn't see him, so I really don't know if he's here or not, but I think he is. 1 ball, no strikes. Watch him be home today or something, right? All right, I confirmed he's here. 1 ball, no strike. I don't want to get him in trouble, you know what I mean? That ball is hit to the shortstop. He's going to throw over to third, and he drops the ball, so a run scores, and the runner at third is safe. The runner at first is safe. Everybody's safe. And now the score is 4-3. So E5 on that one to Listing.
And the designated hitter number 30 from Bryan and Stratton, Odilio Cespedes.
So Odilio Cespedes. Now the batter. 4-3 is the score. Cespedes has reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out here tonight. Again, runners on the corners. Just 1 out here for Glens Falls. So Patch running into a little tough patch here. And that one is hit into center field. And the catch is made. The runner will tag up and score. No, he's going to go back to third. The runner went back to third, thought he would score. He was halfway there, and then he turned around.
From Colby College, Ryan Grace.
So Ryan Grace now the batter as Odilio Cespedes popped out to center field. That one caught me by surprise as well, as the runner was going fast, looked like he was coming home, and then last minute decided to go back. So Ryan Grace, who reached on a fielder's choice and popped out earlier, now will come to the plate with 2 outs and runners on the corners. 4-3 the score. Mohawk Valley DiamondDawgs ahead. And the runner's going to take off the second. No throw by Ballant because of the runner on third. Had he thrown to second base, the runner at third would have came home. So now runners in scoring position at second and third for Ryan Grace with a 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's Patch now. He'll wind and deliver to the lefty. Lefty versus lefty. And right down the center of the plate by Patch, and the count even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Top of the 5th, 2 runs already scored here for Glens Falls. 4-3 is the score. DiamondDawgs ahead. Here's Patch now with the pitch. And that one is popped foul on the third base line. And the count now jumps to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ryan Grace. He's the first baseman for Glens Falls. A left-handed batter is Grace. Last attempt, he popped out. And a pop out here won't do him any good with 2 outs. Here's the runners on second and third. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. And he strikes out to end the inning. So we're going to take a commercial break and be back after this.
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created
More ways to save.
Just Use Your Advantage card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock-up savings, fair to compare, and Advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
Leather Stocking Credit Union, established in 1977, is a not-for-profit financial cooperative located in Cooperstown, New York, the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. LCU is a not-for-profit, locally run financial institution formed to serve groups of people who have a common bond, such as where they work or live. Vans NBT Bank is an independent community bank based in Norwich, New York. They trace their roots back to 1856 and are proud of their heritage of building long-term financial relationships. Today, MBT Bank offers personal banking, asset management, and business services through a network of more than 155 banking locations in 5 states. Their customers have the added convenience of an extensive ATM network, and they also provide many services online. Tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals! The DiamondDawgs would like to give a shout-out to Hummel's Office Plus. Hummel's Office Plus's goal is to provide home and office solutions by delivering services and supplies that meet their customer needs and lifestyles. They are committed to being leaders in customer satisfaction and building partnerships with their customers based on confidence, integrity, and trust. They achieve and maintain their strength through dedication to high print.
And welcome back, fans. New pitcher on the mound for Glens Falls is Ryan Kamaj. Ryan Kamaj, the pitcher for Glens Falls. First pitch to Corey Adams is a ball on the count 1-0. Here's the second pitch from Kamaj, and that one down the middle for a strike, and the count now 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Corey Adams. Corey Adams 0 for 2. Both ground outs in his first 2 attempts here tonight. Here's the windup and pitch by Kamaj. And down low for ball 2 in the count 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike, top and bottom of the 5th inning. 4-3, DiamondDawgs hanging on to a slim lead here. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that's fouled off on the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So fans, again, don't forget, baseball all around us here this weekend. You can come out and check out the DiamondDawgs back here tomorrow. They'll also be back here on Saturday. Also, not too far from here in Cooperstown, the baseball induction ceremony will be going on this weekend. So all kinds of festivities going on in Cooperstown Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you've never been, I recommend you make the trip sometime. Even if it's just while you're here watching a DiamondDawgs game, you can go out and check out a Cooperstown. It's a great place to shop and enjoy baseball, dine, and all kinds of good things. 3-2 the count. Also great to do the same thing here in Little Falls. A lot of great shops along Main Street, antique shops, coffee shops. A lot of fun things to do in Little Falls, New York. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Adams. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch by Kamaj, and that one's hit hard to the shortstop. It bounces up on him. He grabs it, and not in time. And an E6 on the play as Corey Adams reaches safely. So Mitchell Ballant, now the batter. Ballant, 2 singles both times he came to the plate tonight, and RBI as well. So 2 for 2 is Mitchell Ballant. Here's his 3rd time up. This time he'll face Ryan Kamaj. Runner on first base, nobody out. Bottom 5th, 4-3 Dawgs. Here is the pitch to Ballant now from Kamaj. And inside and low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Ballant looks down the third base line to his coach. Now he gets back into the box. And here's the pitch by Kamaj. And that's fouled off on the count now even to Ballant, 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Mitchell Ballant, the leader among the pack here for Mohawk Valley, hitting .331 on the season. He's got 2 home runs. That's behind Muller's 3. And leading the pack in at RBI with 37. There's the windup and the pitch. And that is, I'm not sure if it's foul or fair. We didn't see a sign yet. And it is foul. Late call on that one as Ballant ran down. Wasn't sure what the call was himself as the pitcher and the catcher and the first baseman all converged on the ball down the first base line. They're waiting that ball to roll. And they count now 1-2. To Mitchell Ballant, the Catcher for Mohawk Valley. And he's going to jump in the box here and face a 1-2 count from Ryan Kamaj. Kamaj has a runner on first and nobody out. And he's going to throw over to first. Runner will slide back quickly. That's Corey Adams. So Adams takes a few steps off of first base. 1-2 count here to Ballin. Here's the pitch. Runner takes off. Here's the throw. And not in time. He is safe. And timeout is called. So a stolen base by Corey Adams. And Mitchell Ballin at the plate with a 2-2 count. So 2 balls and 2 strikes as Ryan Kamaj makes his way back on the rubber. And everybody's back in position. We're ready to go. As Corey Adams takes a few steps off of second base. Here's the pitch. And big swing and a miss by Ballin. He strikes out. And that is out number 1. Sebastian Muller now coming to the plate for Mohawk Valley. Muller has doubled and grounded out here tonight. And he will step into the box from the right side with Corey Adams at second base and 1 out. A 4-3 advantage here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Kamaj with the pitch. And big swing and a miss by Muller in the count 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Sam Miller on deck, as he is due up next after Muller. Here's the 0-1. And there's a curveball that hits the inside corner of the plate. And the count now quickly 0-2 to Muller. So Ryan Kamaj up in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Wind up, pitch. And that one stopped by the catcher, Kyle McNeff, as it took a bounce in the dirt. And the count now is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. If anyone is interested, we just heard a score of the Yankees game. It's not good. 6-0. Yankees are losing again. So it's become a little bit painful to watch the Yankees as of late. They cannot hit the ball, period. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sebastian Muller. 2-2 count now to Muller. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one outside, stopped by McNeff. And the count now full 3-2 to Sebastian Muller. Again, runner on the second base is Corey Adams. Dogs have 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. And there's a big swing and a miss by Sebastian Muller. So he strikes out.
Now coming to play third baseman number 15 from Columbia, Sam Miller.
So Sam Miller, who has grounded out and singled thus far tonight, will come to the plate to face Ryan Kamaj for the first time this evening. Miller, a right-handed batter for the Dogs. He is the third baseman. So Kamaj looking in, picking up his sign from McNeff. He'll kick, wind, and deliver. And there's a swing and a miss that pops out of the glove of the catcher, McNeff. But regardless, the count 0-1 to Miller. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs, runner on second base. 4-3 Dogs. Here's the pitch. And that is fouled off. And quickly ahead in the count now is Ryan Kamaj, 0-2 to Miller. No balls, 2 strikes to Miller. Miller grounded out and singled already tonight. So Kamaj looks in and he's going to deliver on the 0-2 now to Miller. And that ball hit hard to left field by Miller. And it just drops into fair territory between the left field line and the left fielder. So a single for Sam Miller scores a run. The Dogs have gone up 5-3. So Sam Miller, with an RBI double. As he kept running while I was watching the ball.
From Bryant University, Justin Hackett.
So Sam Miller with the RBI double gives the Dogs a 5-3 lead. And Justin Hackett now will come to the plate for Mohawk Valley. And for Hackett, he walked in his last appearance. Also struck out. Same scenario here for Hackett with a runner on second base with 2 outs. Ryan Kamaj winds and delivers. Swing and a miss by Hackett. The count 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Dogs 20-14 on the season. Third place in the Eastern Division. The battle between second and third is going to heat up in the next couple of days here as Utica comes to town for a couple of games. One game, I was told. They will be playing a couple of games. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss by Hackett. And they count 1 and 2. So that's some important games as we get late in the season here, as teams are vying for those final playoff spots. As that top spot wrapped up by Amsterdam. No catching them. 1 and 2 the count. Everybody else will battle it out. And that one misses for ball 2. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mohawk Valley has caught a hot streak. They're 11-0 in their last 11 games. So they've caught fire at the right time in the middle of July. And there's a swing and a miss for Hackett. He will strike out for the second time this evening. And that'll do it for the inning. Dogs score 1. 5-3 is the score. We head to the top of the 6th.
All right, fans, get up.
If you're looking for financial professionals, contact Van Meter and Van Meter LLC. They are a comprehensive financial services firm located in Little Falls. They have the training, the experience, and the resources to help you and your family enjoy the most prosperous, worry-free financial journey through life possible. Contact them today. Fans, if you're ever in need of home, auto, or life insurance, please make sure you reach out to our local State Farm agent, Scott Greats, in Ilion. Scott's mission is to exceed customer expectations by consistently delivering on his value proposition. Scott wants to help more people in more ways forever. Give Scott Greats at State Farm Insurance a call today and tell him the DiamondDawgs sent you.
Will your tires make it through this summer driving season safely? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie, will make sure that you and your family are safe. When was the last time you had that oil changed? The Tire Shop, 155 Erie Boulevard, Canajoharie. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6. Scott and his staff wish all graduates only the best. Make wise choices. Shape your future. Call 518-673-5399.
And we are back. New pitcher on the mound for Mohawk Valley's number 22, Dom Percelli.
Is brought to you by our great friends over at Herkimer.
So Dom Percelli is now
leading off,
pitching for
number 19, the third baseman from the College of St. Rose,
Mohawk
Jack
Valley.
Griffin.
So Jack Griffin is the batter. So Jack Griffin on the mound, Dom Percelli. Oh, all the way around. Dom Percelli on the mound and Jack Griffin at the plate. First pitch to Griffin is a ball on the count, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes to Griffin. Griffin has walked and struck out looking here tonight. Right-hander is Percelli, and that one misses for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes to Griffin. 2-0 the count. We are in the top of the 6th, 5-3, Mohawk Valley ahead. Here is the windup now on the pitch by Percelli. That ball hit hard to the shortstop. He's going to scoop it up and throw over. That is Justin Hackett for out number 1 of the inning.
Batting the second baseman, number 17 from Babson College, Xander Teeter.
So Xander Teeter now the batter for the Glens Falls Dragons. And we are going to check out our fan call-outs. How about Terry Butkowski, who's watching? Thank you, Terry, for joining us. Also, Melody Wright has joined us here tonight. So again, thank you, and thank you to everybody else who is still out there. And there's a swing and a miss by Tidor. The count is 0-1. Oh, no balls, one strike. Here is Dom Percelli for Mohawk Valley. He shakes off the first pitch and now decides the second one's good. And he delivers that one, and that was fouled off by Tidor, and the count is 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 count with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Percelli now will wind and deliver to Tidor. And there is called strike 3. And Tidor strikes out looking for out number 2.
Trevor Dutra.
So Trevor Dutra now the batter. Dutra has walked and popped out here this evening. And Dutra is the extra hitter for the Dragons. Bats from the left side to face the righty in Percelli. And that one's popped up to center field. And Jaden Ross has it. Makes the catch. A quick inning for Percelli. And Mohawk Valley will head to the bottom of the 6th with a 5-3 lead. Back after this, fans.
Little Falls, New York combines the charms of a small town with the conveniences of a much larger city. Of course, you'd expect to find welcoming people, beautiful scenery, family-friendly activities, and plenty to do outdoors. But you might be surprised to find that Little Falls, New York also has an espresso bar, gym shop, art center, French restaurant, antique centers, local hospital, and extensive civic services and amenities. Not to mention homes both beautiful and affordable, nestled in a dramatic natural setting amongst steep hills that descend to the Mohawk River and Erie Canal. Little Falls, New York. It's a great place to spend a few days or a lifetime. Fans, if you're ever in need of home, auto, or life insurance, please make sure you reach out to our local State Farm agent, Scott Greats, in Ilion. Scott's mission is to exceed customer expectations by consistently delivering on his value proposition. Scott wants to help more people in more ways forever. Give Scott Greats at State Farm Insurance a call today and tell him the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals!
And fans are back. Mason Snell will lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th for Mohawk Valley. Here is the first pitch to Snell, and he smokes that one right into the glove of the third baseman, Jack Griffin, for out number 1.
From St. Bonaventure University, Mark Darachi.
So Mark Darachi now the batter for Mohawk Valley. He has reached on an error with an RBI and also popped out here tonight. After Darachi, it'll be Jaden Ross. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes to Darachi, the left fielder tonight for Mohawk Valley. He is hitting .239, no home runs, 8 RBI on the season. Here's the pitch. Curveball as it paints that inside corner of the plate, and the count is even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Darachi. And here comes Ryan Kamaj with the pitch. That misses for ball 2. And the count is 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike to Darachi. Darachi digs in at the home plate. And here is the windup and the pitch. And that one misses. And the count now 3-1 to Darachi. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. And that one is popped foul. And the count now full at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Darachi. Jaden Ross awaits on deck for Mohawk Valley. Every game now down the stretch important for these teams in playoff contention, especially so for Mohawk Valley. That ball sails in and is fouled off by Dirachi, and the count is going to remain 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here is Ryan Kamaj with the pitch, and he delivers it high for ball 4. And Dirachi will take his base.
Coming to plate is the center fielder, number 12 from the University of South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So Jaden Ross, who has popped out and also singled tonight with an RBI, will step into the batter's box now with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. A 5-3 advantage. A runner on first base. He will face Ryan Kamaj for the first time. Here's the pitch by Kamaj. And that ball hit to the third baseman. He grabs it, throws over to second. Second goes to first. Not in time at first, so they get the force out at second base. And Jaden Ross safe with the fielder's choice. And we go back to the top of the lineup with Nick Storino with 2 outs now and a runner on first. So the line for Nick Storino tonight, a walk, a single, and a ground out. So he is going to face Ryan Kamaj now with a runner on first and 2 outs. A 5-3 lead. And here's the pitch from Kamaj. Outside corner, called strike. And the count is 0-1. No balls and 1 strike from Kamaj to Serino. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and there is ball 1 in the count now, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice cool evening, not too hot here tonight. It started off quite hot. Now it's starting to cool down a bit as we get into the late night hours here. As we say, the 8:30 train will be rolling through in a little bit. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Last couple of years we've had the 10:30 train, the 11 o'clock train. I don't know if there's really a train here. There is actually a train. I've seen it on my way home. So there is a train. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. And that will do it for the inning. Runner left stranded. And that does it for the inning. So we'll be back after this commercial break.
Back here tomorrow night.
Visit My Little Falls and stay connected with the latest news, information, and events in the city and the area. Our mission is to generate interest in the community and connect residents in a more meaningful way by facilitating deeper conversations about how these stories will shape the future of the Mohawk Valley. Join thousands of weekly visitors who stay up to date with feature stories, interviews, videos, our event calendar, and print publication, the Mohawk Valley Express. It's about timely local news for the community, keeping citizens informed about important issues, telling about the people who live and work here, and giving locally owned businesses the opportunity to reach a very targeted audience of locals and tourists alike. It's a whole new form of media-rich content developed specifically for today's mobile lifestyle and listeners. You can download our iOS app in the iTunes Store, listen to our country music streaming radio station, or sign up for a weekly newsletter. Stop by today at mylittlefalls.com. You'll be glad you did.
If you're looking for financial professionals, contact Van Meter & Van Meter LLC. They are a comprehensive financial services firm located in Little Falls. They have the training, the experience, and the resources to help you and your family enjoy the most prosperous, worry-free financial journey through life possible. Contact them today.
And welcome back, fans. We are in the top of the 7th inning. 5-3 is the score. DiamondDawgs are ahead. And coming to the plate for Glens Falls is the right fielder, number 1, Aiden Hefner. So Aiden Hefner is the batter. He's going to face Don Parcelli. And Aiden Hefner popped out in single thus far this evening. So here is Don Parcelli. He will wind up and pitch to Hefner. inside for ball 1 to Hefner. And they count 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here's Hefner taking the second pitch for a ball on the count 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Aiden Hefner. Dom Purcelli is the pitcher, a right-handed pitcher facing the righty in Hefner. Here's the windup and pitch by Purcelli. And there's a called strike 1 on the count 2-1. Well, 2 balls and 1 strike to Aiden Hefner. It'll be Aiden Hefner, Kyle McNeff, and Alex Sandell. The batters do up this inning. There is strike 2, and that will even things up to Hefner, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Purcelli kicking some dirt in the hole in front of him on the mound. As those holes get deep as the pitchers step in those holes throughout the evening. Here's Purcelli now with the windup and the 2-2. That misses for ball 3, so full count now to Aiden Hefner. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Aiden Hefner. Purcelli will wind and deliver now. And that's fouled off by Purcelli. Nope. Fouled off by Hefner, and the count 3-2. So Hefner on the season hitting just 120 with 1 RBI. And here's the windup now in the pitch by Purcelli. Inside, back him off the plate a little bit. And he will walk Will Hefner.
The catcher number 12 from UMass Dartmouth, Kyle McNeff.
So the catcher Kyle McNeff now will come to the plate for the Dragons. His last at bat, he singled, also struck out tonight. And he will step into the batter's box with nobody out here in the top of the 7th and a runner on first. He will face Dom Purcelli on the mound. Here's the pitch by Purcelli. In the dirt, gets past Ballant. And a pass ball is going to advance the runner to second base. So a 1-0 count to McNeff has moved the runner over to second. So the tying run now at the plate for Glens Falls. So McNeff will make his way back into the batter's box to face Purcelli. Runner on second, 1-0. There's the 1-0 pitch. And that is high for ball 2. And 2 balls and no strikes to the catcher, Kyle McNeff. Alex Sandell on deck for the Dragons. 2-0 count. Again, runner on second, taking a short lead. Here's the pitch. And there's called a strike 1 on the inside portion of the plate in the count 2-1. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th for Glens Falls. 2 balls and 1 strike. The windup and pitch coming to McNeff. And inside, again, brushing off McNeff a bit. And they count 3-1. So Purcelli looking to find that strike zone again. 3-1 count. Nobody out, runner on second. Dogs lead 5-3 here, top 7. Shortstop coming in, now goes back out. And that one bounces back here behind us. And the count now full 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kyle McNeff now. As a battle between McNeff and Purcelli ensues here. Purcelli looking in. And now he will wind and deliver on 3-2. Here's the pitch by Purcelli, and that one is high for ball 4. And Kyle McNeff will take his base now with the runners on first and second.
Now batting the shortstop number 9 from the College of the Holy Cross, Alex Sandell.
So Alex Sandell now the batter for Glens Falls. But before that happens, Coach is going to come out, and we are going to take a commercial break and let you know what happens when we return. Back after this.
Fans, if you are in high school and are looking for a college, or if you have an adult who is looking to go back to college, look no further. Right in your own backyard, we have Herkimer College. Students from across the state, nation, and world choose Herkimer College for a number of reasons. The most important is their exceptional academics. Herkimer College ranks among the top 100 community colleges in the U.S. for student success because we consistently achieve impressive graduation and transfer rates. Their students can choose from more than 40 associate's degree and certificate programs in which they'll gain hands-on experience and real-life skills in their major. Go Generals!
And we are back, and everyone's going to stay put where they are as the coach just went out and have a few words with pitcher Dom Purcelli. And fielders also had a chat with them, and they are ready to go with Alex Sandell at the plate with runners on first and second and nobody out. So infield is in at first and third. Here's the bunt, and that is fouled off, and the count is 0-1. So Alex Sandell bunting that first one foul, and the count to him is 0-1. So Sandell at the bottom of the lineup. We go back to the top with Michael Pratt after Sandell. Again, runners on first and second. Looking to move those runners over into scoring position is Alex Sandell with potentially a bunt here. Infield's playing in. Here's the bunt again. And here comes the pitch by Purcelli. And another foul ball on the count now 0-2. So no ball and 2 strikes to Alex Sandell. So everyone's going to back off now with the 0-2 count. So Sandell will jump back in the box now as he's waiting Purcelli's pitch. 0-2 count. Runners on first and second taking short leads. Here's the pitch by Purcelli. And that one misses, and they're going to throw to second, and he jumps over the bag, jumps over the runner, it seemed like, and they call him safe at second base. And that's going to bring out Coach Luby in a heartbeat. So Coach Luby in a sprint out to second base. And they're going to talk this one out. The runner jumped high in the air over the base. And Luby making the argument that he is out. So 0-2 count at the plate to Sandell. And another lost argument as the runner is going to stay at second base. So no balls and 2 strikes to Sandell. Runners on first and second. The ball was thrown by Mitchell Ballant. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sandell now. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he will strike out Will Sandell for out number 1.
And we played the left fielder, number 20, from the University of Maine, Michael Pratt.
So Michael Pratt, now the batter. He had a sacrifice bunt earlier, walked and singled. So here is his 4th at bat of the evening with runners on first and second, and 1 out. Here comes the pitch now to Pratt. And it is fouled off for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count now to Pratt. Corey Listing is due up next. He is the second batter in the lineup for Glens Falls. Pratt the 1, Listing the 2, Cespedes the 3. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch to Pratt. And that one misses for ball 1, and the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Michael Pratt. Again, runners on first and second for Glens Falls here. They're down 5-3 with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Dom Purcelli is the pitcher for Mohawk Valley. He delivers the pitch. And that one missing for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Pratt. Purcelli looks at the runner at second, and now he's going to look in and get a sign from his catcher. Looks in, he's happy with what he got. He's going to deliver on the pitch. And he does so outside for ball 3, and the count now 3 balls and 1 strike to Pratt. So just 1 space open on the base pads for a runner here for Purcelli with a 3-1 count. 1 out. There's the windup in the pitch by Purcelli. Outside for ball 4. And Pratt will walk to load the bases. Corey
Coming
Listing
to plate, the center fielder number 2 from Coker University, Corey Listing.
is now the batter, and they're going to go to the bullpen. And we'll be back after a commercial break.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggests checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer.
And we are back. New pitcher on the mound for Mohawk Valley is C.J. DiNapoli. So C.J. DiNapoli now pitching for Mohawk Valley, and at the plate is number 1, Aiden Hefner. And the first pitch to him is a ball with bases loaded. There's the 1-0 count by DiNapoli. And they're going to say he went, and the count now is 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike now, with 1 out and bases loaded. Actually, I believe I got the batter wrong here. So there is strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the number is number 2. So that's Corey Listing. My apologies. Corey Listing is the batter here for Glens Falls. So Listing reached on an E5, walked, and struck out here tonight. He's got a 1-2 count with 1 out and bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And DiNapoli delivers, called strike 3. And Listing strikes out looking for out number 2. So Odilio Cespedes now the batter.
Going to play the designated hitter number 30 from Bryan and Stratton College, Odilio Cespedes.
So here's Odilio Cespedes, who's popped out, grounded out, and reached on the fielder's choice here tonight. Bases loaded for Cespedes against C.J. DiNapoli with 2 outs. Here's the pitch by DiNapoli, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike to Cespedes. Jumps back in the box, is waiting DiNapoli as he picks up some rosin. And now he is looking in to get his sign from his catcher. He's set, and DiNapoli will wind and deliver. And that ball's hit to the first baseman who makes a sliding grab, throws it over to DiamondDawgs, and out at first to end the inning. So bases loaded, left stranded, nobody scores, and the score remains 5-3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th here in Mohawk Valley.
Everyone deserves to be cared for and to live well.
At Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield, that's why we're here.
From new plans that make great coverage more accessible and affordable,
To starting conversations about mental health.
and long-standing inequities,
We're moving beyond what you'd expect from us.
and broadening the very definition of health coverage. Because when we do that, everybody benefits.
Empower Federal Credit Union is here to serve our community of friends and family, neighbors, and businesses who make upstate New York home. Empower's mission is to provide the best financial solutions for today and help our members plan for tomorrow. Convenient mobile banking and competitive rate home and auto loans, credit cards that give back, and business solutions. Empower helps members do more, save smarter, and dream bigger. We're investing in the people and places you care about. That's the power of Empower Federal Credit Union.
If you are looking for some shopping and dining, head on over to Canal Place, where you will find quaint shops, galleries, restaurants, and inns situated in the old mill buildings and storefronts along the waterfront of Canal Place. They've become known as the happening place for the arts in the Mohawk Valley. Not so long ago, many of these buildings were working mills serving the garment industry. Even today, after conversion to service retail space, many of these rugged but lovely structures speak to our great regional manufacturing heritage. If you're looking for fine arts, entertainment, or antiques, you simply must pay a visit to Canal Place. Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today.
And we're back to start the bottom of the 7th. Dogs have a 5-3 lead, and Corey Adams will lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Corey Adams, Mitchell Ballant, and Sebastian Muller all getting a shot here against Ryan Kamaj. So first it'll be Corey Adams, and here's the first pitch to Adams. And that one misses for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Adams. Adams grounded out twice tonight, reached on a E6. Here's Kamaj with the windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a strike in the count, 1-1. 1 ball and a 1 strike. It's the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the order for Mohawk Valley. Here's the windup of the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for a strike 2 in the count now, 1-2 to Adams. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Corey Adams. Adams, a right-handed batter, facing the righty in Ryan Kamaj. Here's the pitch by Kamaj, and that is fouled off by Adams, and the count remains 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mitchell Ballant is on deck for Mohawk Valley. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th, Dogs lead 5-3. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2. And that evens things up to Corey Adams. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Induction weekend, we'll see Fred McGriff joining Scott Rowland in the Hall of Fame. And there's a swing and a miss by Corey Adams.
From Carson University, Mitchell Ballant.
So Mitchell Ballant is now the batter for Glens Falls. So with Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland going into the hall. Great accomplishment for both those gentlemen. So congratulations to them. There is Bowen. So 1 ball, no strikes to Mitchell Ballant. Ballant steps out of the box before he'll jump back in. He has 2 singles and an RBI tonight, and a strikeout as well. That one's fouled off by Ballant, and the count even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out to Mitchell Ballant. Sebastian Muller on deck with 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th for Mohawk Valley. They have a 5-3 advantage. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that ball is hit up the middle for a base hit by Mitchell Ballant. So Mitchell Ballant reaches safely with the single. And that'll bring up Sebastian Muller.
Now batting
so Muller has struck out in his last attempt, also grounded out and doubled here tonight. So he comes to the plate with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th and a runner on first base. So here's Sebastian Muller to face Ryan Kamaj. Kamaj delivers, and it's fouled off, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Sam Miller due up next for Mohawk Valley with 1 out and a runner on first. But first is Sebastian Muller at the plate as Kamaz looks at the runner at first, and now he's ready to go. Delivers that one high. And that will even the count at 1-1 to Muller. So righty versus righty here with Muller at the plate against Kamaj. Runner at first is taking a short lead, being held on by the first baseman. And that one sails across for a strike right down the middle. And the count 1-2 now to Sebastian Muller, the first baseman for Mohawk Valley. Muller takes a few practice half swings, and he's ready to go as he's waiting. Kamaj, who looked over at the runner at first, who's taking a short lead. Here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss, and Muller will strike out for out number 2.
Third baseman number 15 from Columbia University, Sam Miller.
So Sam Miller now is the batter for Mohawk Valley. Miller with an RBI double in his last at bat. Also singled tonight and grounded out. So Kamaj looking over at the runner at first a few times. And he takes another glance, and now he's ready to go. He's going to deliver the pitch. Here's the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes to Miller. Kamaj again looking at his catcher. Now looks over to the runner at first, and now will deliver the pitch to Miller. And that is down low for ball 2, and the count 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Dawgs with a 5-3 advantage here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And that one misses for ball 3. And the count is 3-0. So Sam Miller likely just taking here on a 3-0 count. Well, the runner on first and 2 outs. Kamaj again looks over his shoulder at the runner at first. Now he's going to throw over, and Ballant will slide back. 3-0 count. Again, Kamaj looking over a few times to Ballant at first base. And now he's going to deliver on the 3-0 pitch. And there's a call to strike 1. And the count 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the windup and the pitch. And that one curves away for ball 4. And Miller will take his base with Justin Hackett now coming to the plate with runners on first and second.
Number 25 from Bryant University, Justin Hackett.
So Justin Hackett will come to the plate with runners on first and second for the Dawgs here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Hackett has struck out twice tonight and walked once. So here comes the pitch now to Hackett. Down the middle, called strike 1. No balls and a strike now to Hackett. Dawgs looking to add to that 5-3 lead here in the bottom of the 7th with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Curveball curves last minute for a strike. Nice pitch there. And the count now 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes now to Hackett. Ryan Kamaj set to deliver. And there's a swing and a miss, and that is strike 3 as Hackett strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. That'll do it for the inning. And the score remains 5-3 as we head to the top of the 8th.
Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, have you ever dug for diamonds? Well, if you haven't, then you're in luck. Just 15 miles from here, we have the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA. Their diamonds are beautiful, fun to find, and the whole family can dig for them. The diamonds, which are actually quartz crystals, were faceted by nature 500 million years ago. At Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA, guests experience upstate New York's largest jewelry store, museum, a fossil and gemstone sluicing area, and can even stay in themed cottages and lodges. Take a trip over to the Herkimer Diamond Mines KOA and tell them your DiamondDawgs sent you. Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today. The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better.
And welcome back, fans. Ryan Grace will lead things off here in the top of the 8th for the Glens Falls Dragons with a first pitch ball, and the count 1-0 from CJ DiNapoli. It'll be Ryan Grace, Jack Griffin, and Xander Tidor in this inning. There's a little dribbler to the shortstop. He's going to scoop it, throws over to first, and there is out number 1 of the inning. So Ryan Grace grounding out to Justin Hackett, the shortstop, for out number 1.
From the College of St. Rose, Jack Griffin.
So Jack Griffin now will come to the plate. Griffin has struck out looking in his first at bat tonight. He has walked and grounded out as well. Griffin, a right-handed batter to face the righty in CJ DiNapoli. Here's DiNapoli now with the windup and the pitch. And that one hits Griffin right in the side, so he will be hit by the pitch. He'll take his base.
From Babson College, Xander Teeter.
So Xander Teeter now will come to the plate after the hit by pitch by Jack Griffin. And Teeter has struck out twice tonight looking and popped out once. He's a left-handed batter, so it's going to be lefty versus righty here, as CJ DiNapoli, a right-handed pitcher for Mohawk Valley. So runner on first with 1 out. Here's the pitch by DiNapoli, and that misses for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Xander Tidor. 1-0 count. Here's the windup by DiNapoli, and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1, and the count 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tidor. Fouling Tidor will be Trevor. Sorry, I can't see my writing here. It's getting dark. Dutra. So Trevor Dutra due up after Tidor. And back to first goes DiNapoli. The runner quickly getting back is Jack Griffin. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Tidor. He jumps back in the box. He's ready to go. And here comes the windup and pitch by DiNapoli. The 1-1. And that is down low for ball 2. And the count now 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike to Xander Tidor. Keep calling him Xandor. Runner on first taking a short lead, 2-1 count. DiNapoli looking over at the runner at first, and now he's going to deliver on the 2-1 pitch. And there's a big swing and a miss, and the count now 2-2. They throw back to first, runner gets back. And the count to Tidor is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 count with 1 out. Here comes DiNapoli with the 2-2 pitch. He winds now and delivers. And it's over the head of the pitcher, and the catch is made by the second baseman, Corey Adams, for the out, and he throws the first for the double play. Wasn't sure if he caught the ball, but he did. Caught the ball through the first and got the double play to end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. It is 5-3 DiamondDawgs.
Hey fans, since it's summertime and if you're looking to cool off, make sure you stop in and see our friends at Garrity Pools and Spa in Herkimer for all your pool needs. They pride themselves in always making it a priority to take care of their customers. With the motto, "We do whatever it takes," Garrity Pools has established an around-the-clock relationship with all of their customers, making them the hardest-working pool business in the Mohawk Valley.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you.
Fans, welcome back for the bottom of the 8th as the Dogs look to add some more runs to their 5-3 lead here. Here comes the windup and pitch by Kamaj to Mason Snell. Fouls that one off to Snell, and the count is 0-1. So Dogs lead 5-3, looking to add some more runs to that lead before they head to the top of the 9th to try to close things out here. So Dogs looking to add some more here to see what they can do. And that ball is hit to left field by Snell. That fielder's there is going to make the grab for the out. So Snell gave that one a ride, but not far enough as it was caught by the left fielder for the Glens Falls Dragons. That is Michael Pratt.
St. Bonaventure University, Mark Darachi.
So Mark Darachi, who has popped out, walked, and reached on an error, picked up an RBI, comes to the plate for Mohawk Valley. With the one out, here's the pitch. And that one misses high to Darachi, and the count 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1, and the count now even at 1-1 to Darachi. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan Kamaj is the pitcher. He came in to replace the starting pitcher, Antonio Hicks. And here's the windup and pitch by Kamachi, and that one hits him in the back. So Darachi takes one for the team as he is hit by the pitch, and that'll bring up Jaden Ross.
Coming to plate center fielder number 12 from the University of South Florida, Jaden Ross.
So Jaden Ross, who reached on a fielder's choice the last time, also singled in an RBI and popped out. Will come to the plate with a runner on first, 1 out, and a 5-3 advantage here in the bottom of the 8th. So here's Kamaj. He's looking over at the runner at first. He's taking a short lead. Here's the pitch. And that is hit slowly to the shortstop. He's going to scoop and throw across. Not in time. And the runner's going to head to third as the ball got away. So runners now on first and third. And that was an E6. That was scored in E6 up here in the booth. So E6 as Ross reaches safely. Runners now on first and third for Mohawk Valley.
In the right field, the number 6 from Fairfield University, Nick Storino.
So Nick Storino is now the batter for Mohawk Valley. He is the number 1 hitter in the lineup here for Mohawk Valley. So we go back to the top with Nick Storino, and then after that is Corey Adams and Mitchell Balance. So it could be 1, 2, 3 should they reach. But first, Nick Storino will step into the batter's box with runners on the corners and just 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that one is hit over the head of the shortstop into left field, and that's going to score a run for the Dogs. So an insurance run comes across, now leading 6-3 after the single by Jaden Ross. I'm sorry, the single by Nick Storino. So Corey Adams now making his way to the plate for Mohawk Valley.
Corey Adams.
So Corey Adams, who struck out in his last attempt, will come to the plate with the runners on first and second for the Dogs, and still just 1 out. And Adams shows bunt, pulls it back, and the count is 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Adams. Pitcher on the mound is Ryan Kamaj. And activity, just no activity in the bullpen, as the person that is throwing out there is shorts on, so I don't think he's coming in the ball game. So it looks like it's Kamaj's game here to work this through. 1 ball, 1 strike to Corey Adams. Here's the pitch. And then it's high and inside to Adams. The count now 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Corey Adams. Runners on first and second. The Dogs now have extended their lead to 6-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. Pivotal game here for Mohawk Valley as we enter the mid-July portion of the season. We have approximately a week or so left of the season. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey Adams. 2-2 count. Here's the windup and pitch by Kamaj. And down low for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Adams. Only 1 spot to put him for Kamaj with base runners on first and second. Here's the 3-2, and that is ball 4, and that will load the bases for Mitchell Ballant.
Coming to play the catcher number 17 from Carson Newman University, Mitchell Ballant.
So Mitchell Ballant will come to the plate with bases loaded for the Dogs with just 1 out. And with that, the coach is going to head out to the mound for Glens Falls, and we will take a break and be back.
The fine folks at ARC Herkimer give people with developmental, psychological, and physical challenges many opportunities, such as attending individualized classes, working in a supported vocational setting or the community, participating in programming at a senior center, and volunteering in the community, among many others. Since the very beginning and continuing today, ARC Herkimer continually strives to be the premier provider of innovative and quality services for people with developmental challenges and others in the community. Thank you, ARC Herkimer, for all you are doing to make our community better. Fans, if you're in the market for a new home or are looking to sell your home, make sure you contact our friend Becky Smith at Accent Brokerage. Becky is our neighborhood expert, and she is focused on providing you with the best results and service in the industry. Becky will listen carefully to understand your real estate goals, and she will work hard to create solutions that make sense for you. Whether you are new to the market or an experienced investor, Becky and the folks at Accent Brokerage have the expertise, proven track record, and resources to help you achieve your real estate goals. Stop in and visit with them today.
And welcome back, fans. Mitchell Ballant is the batter here for Mohawk Valley with 1 out here. Bases loaded, bottom of the 8th. And that one's fouled off by Ballant. Dawgs lead 6-3, and they can add a lot more here with Ballant at the plate. Ballant having himself quite a game here tonight. 3 singles, an RBI, and a strikeout. Here's a windup in the pitch. And that one misses for a ball. And they count now 1-1 to Mitchell Ballant. Mitchell Ballant at the plate. Sebastian Muller on deck for Mohawk Valley. Bases loaded, just 1 out. Bottom 8, Dawgs lead 6-3. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled off by Ballant. And the count now 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mitchell Ballant. Ballant steps out of the box momentarily. Makes some adjustments to his batting gloves. And now he takes a deep breath, and he will step into the batter's box again with a 1-2 count. Here's the windup and the pitch now by Kamaj. And that is it, fouled on the first base line by Ballant. And they count 1-2. So for Mohawk Valley, just the guy they want at the plate with bases loaded, as Ballant leads all hitters for Mohawk Valley with a .331 batting average, 2 home runs, and 37 RBI. Can increase all those numbers here with the swing of the bat. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And right into the glove of the pitcher as Ballant hits it right back to him. He catches it for out number 2.
University, Sebastian Muller.
So Sebastian Muller now will come to the plate as that ball was hit a line drive right to the glove of the catcher, or the pitcher by Ballant. Surprised him a bit. And so Sebastian Muller now with an opportunity with bases loaded. Here's the pitch to Muller. And that is popped up and is heading foul. A bunch of guys heading for it, and they will make the catch. Will the second baseman to end the inning. But the Dawgs score 1 run to take a 6-3 lead. We head to the top of the 9th with Dawgs looking to close this one out.
Hale Transportation wants to provide their premier customer service for your next bus charter experience. From sporting events, weddings, day and weekend trips, from big cities to rural destinations, Hale Transportation has you covered. Their updated, luxurious, and well-maintained fleet of vehicles coupled with their professional drivers will get you safely to your destination. Hale Transportation vehicles can accommodate up to 56 passengers and are ready for you to hop aboard. For more information, visit HaleTransportationGroup.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that perfect vet for your animal, the DiamondDawgs suggest checking out the Herkimer Veterinary Associates. We send all of our dogs there, and they are treated with kindness, compassion, and tremendous care. Herkimer Veterinary Associates is a full-service veterinary facility located in Herkimer. The professional and courteous staff at Herkimer Veterinary Associates provides the best possible medical, surgical, and dental care for all your animals. Stop in and see them. Tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you. Buell Fuels is your hometown energy company. They have a commitment to quality, service, and value that is second to none. When you call their offices, you get a customer service representative on the other end of the phone, not an answering machine. They are companies pursuing continual growth with many customers, ranging from the residential homeowner to New York State DOT and all of those in between. Let them show you their commitment to serve our communities. Stop in and tell them the DiamondDawgs sent you.
And welcome back, fans. We are at the top of the 9th. Dawgs looking to try to put this one away here as they lead 6-3. CJ DiNapoli is the pitcher on the mound for Mohawk Valley, and he will face number 16, the extra hitter, and we are
leading off.
Right.
Extra hitter number
about ready to start here.
Monroe College, Trevor Dutra.
So Trevor Dutra is the batter for Glens Falls. It'll be Dutra, Aiden Hefner, and Kyle McNeff. So here is CJ DiNapoli with the pitch. And that one's popped foul, and the count is 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike to Dutra. Here comes DiNapoli now with the 0-1 pitch. He will wind and deliver, and that ball is hit to the first baseman, Sebastian Muller. He scoops it up, steps on the bag, and that is out number 1. So 2 outs to go for Mohawk Valley as Dutra grounds out. So Aiden Hefner will come to the plate here for Glens Falls, down to their final 2 outs as they're down 6-3 against Mohawk Valley here in the top of the 9th. CJ DiNapoli, the pitcher here for Mohawk Valley, a right-hander to face the righty in Hefner. Here is DiNapoli now with the windup and the pitch. And that one is hit to the shortstop. He's going to scoop it up, throw over to first, and that is out number 2. So down to their final out now is Glens Falls as Kyle McNeff, the catcher, will come to the plate for Glens Falls. And their final chance here to keep things alive, down 6-3. So Kyle McNeff is the batter. CJ DiNapoli, the pitcher. Here's the pitch by DiNapoli in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes to McNeff. 1-0 count, nobody on, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Dogs need 1 out to win this thing. Here's the windup and pitch by DiNapoli. That's fouled off in the count now, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 count to McNeff from CJ DiNapoli. McNeff steps back into the box. He needs to get on base to keep this thing alive here for Glens Falls. 1-1 pitch coming from DiNapoli. Here's the pitch. And it is left high by McNeff, and the count 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Kyle McNeff from CJ DiNapoli. DiNapoli is set, so is McNeff. Here's the windup and pitch, the 2-1. And there's a swing and a miss for a strike 2. And down to their final strike now is Glens Falls. So CJ DiNapoli will dig back and deliver on the 2-2. And that ball is hit to the first baseman who scoops. He's going to keep it himself. And the Dogs will walk away victorious, winning this game 6-3 against the Glens Falls Dragons. The Dogs are back here tomorrow night against the Utica Blue Sox, 6:35. Make sure you tune in. I'm Pete Pagliaro. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.
Come out to the park.
Field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard, gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go Dogs! We got a guy on third and nobody out. It's time to stand up, yes, it's time to shout. We're playing some ball and we're having some fun. Come on, boys, let's score that run. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go Dogs! The field and we're ready to play. We're all suited up, we got a game today. We're gonna play fast and we're gonna play hard, gonna knock that ball right out of the yard. So don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go Dogs! 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 Don't just sit there like a bump on a log. Let me hear you holler now. Let's go Dogs!